Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Another one again off the cusp. Uh, I just started talking and I slowly get into the idea of what I was going to talk about. So this channel's mainly going to be for to ex- mm, to give awareness to what has currently been happening in my life. And I'm going to take this situation that I'm in as an opportunity to speak on it, and because obviously I've got a lot of experience with it now, and that's organised harassment, or whatever you want to call it, gang stalking. Basically, it's something that most people just kind of think, oh, it's all in your head. But no, this really does go on, guys. It can be a crazy world out there. You know, my topic is a chosen one. I see all this on YouTube about these chosen ones and all this stuff about you divinely selected by God. And what I'm going to do is go into my experience and my theories on that. Before I do, though, yeah, I want to explain kind of what this gang stalking phenomenon. Um, and yeah, basically, I'll give you my own experience. I have explained this in other videos, but if you're just looking at this one, then here it is. It's basically like a group or, an unknown, whatever. I have no idea who these people are, right, who started it. Well, I have a feeling actually, but it's a small group that's at the start, in my case, who took a disliking to me for whatever. Maybe they saw me as a threat. Maybe it was because they were. It was just a sadistic game they want to play. Maybe it's because they thought I was vulnerable. Maybe it's because I did something to somebody that I don't know, that I don't recall. But whatever it is, um, I am here to explain about it, basically, to talk about it. And yeah, so from my experience, it's just been people trying to intimidate me a lot. Does it in multiple different ways. Like they get the same cars to follow me around everywhere, and I mean everywhere, guys. Like, not this isn't just a thing that when they decide to, they do it, and when they know this is a fully professional, like, whatever an attack, fully professional attack. They're prepared, they're organised. Whether they get paid or not, I have no idea. I don't know, and I don't know who it is. I just know that they'll try and give you. It's been going on for like 3 years, and they'll try and give you a stimulus. For example, it could be the same type of cars, and you'll just see them everywhere. And I mean, to the point where, like, Sunday morning, you're walking down the road, nobody's about, but there's that car that's driving around. And it's the same car when you go out to work, when you come home from work, you go to the shop, come home from the shop, when you go to the gym, when you're doing anything that involves going outside, it's there. Not just that, but it's it's gone a lot worse lately. When I go in shops and come out, and then I go in again the next day, the atmosphere is completely different. It's like somebody's told them that I'm some sort of criminal or whatever, because I'm getting disrespected. I'm getting blatant abuse from people out of nowhere, and they're just off with me. The atmosphere's off, and yeah, my gut instinct's just saying there's something not right here. So there's that too. Um, and yeah, basically, um, so it kind of links into what I'm saying. I was going to talk about chosen ones. So I feel like I've done brief a brief uh, explanation now to what this kind of thing is and what I'm talking about. Because if you listen to this, you're most probably somebody who's experiencing the same. Because it is true. This thing does go on. I know I'm not special enough to where they've got to be doing this to other people, because this is something. It's an organized effort, and it's professional. It's a proper thing. So in terms of chosen ones, so they say a lot of these chosen ones are targeted for this kind of harassment. A lot of them get stalkers and stuff, and you just get wanted or unwanted attention from people that's just out of the ordinary, really. I think that's what a chosen one would kind of define themselves like. For example, this links with my experience with it. I'll walk into a gym and it's just eyes are on me, and it's to the point where, because there's such things as anxiety, which tells you, it's your mind telling you like, you're being, everybody's looking at you, and when it's not really based in reality, it's not based in facts. But no, this is like, you can see in people's body language that they see something about you that's different. There's something different. Maybe it's the way you move, the way you talk, the way you walk, whatever it might be. But there's something different, and you can tell with people's reactions. It's like, oh, like when they turn their head twice, and there's nothing. I've not got any different clothes on. I dress normally for the most part. Um, I don't have any disabilities, and so there's nothing. I don't have like free eyes or whatever. I'm quite a decent looking bloke, actually, to be fair. Just a fact. And I'm not fat, massively fat. There's not, basically what I'm saying is there's nothing really sticking out about me, to be honest. But yeah, you get all this attention from random people mainly when you go into a place. Um, and it's hard to explain, really. It's something that you can't quite formulate into words, because it's more of a feeling. And when somebody, because we all study each other's body language and stuff, and it tells you things, right? As long as you're not autistic, I think people with autism can't read body language too well. But for the most part, I'm not autistic, so I can tell by people's body language how they're feeling, and I can tell that I've got the curiosity. Do you know what I mean? And apparently, this is a well known um, trait in the for these so-called chosen ones. And I've had that everywhere I went. Ever since I was a kid. It's like there's something about me. It's like there's a label over my head that I can't see, that's invisible, that everybody else can see, but they're never going to tell me about it. Um, a lot of people say that I'm different, and I don't really understand. I don't know, like, I used to get called weird a lot or whatever, but there's two kind of impressions I usually make on a person. And for some reason, it's never in between. It's always these two. Well, there's some people who the people that decide to pay attention to me, right, which is quite a lot, unfortunately. I don't like it like this, but it is what it is. It's either, wow, I'm curious about you, I'm fascinated, I want to know more. Basically, like, it's either love or hate. And the other one is, I just don't like you. I've had that so many times. People just come on to me saying, I just don't like you. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. Oh, you're just weird. I'm like, okay, fair enough. And I said, guys, there's nothing really that sticks out about me that is like, well, okay, it's that, because there's not. So that's my kind of interpretation of a chosen one. So there's that, and a few traits about myself, and I'm going to be completely honest here, guys. Right, I'm authentic, so I don't really know way to act um, outside of my own character. Right, so everywhere I go, really, I'm just being myself. So there's that, um, and I think people definitely authenticity. I'm quite strong in myself. I've got a good, strong character. Like I know who I am, and yeah, I'm quite. I've been through a lot of things, and I'm still here. I think them two are the authenticity and getting challenged a lot. Them two are the main ones for chosen one, right? And that is this is obviously correlated with the gang stalking because you just attract attention. People who who've I don't know whether the theory is true. You've been chosen by God to perform a task. You're here for a purpose. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But there is, guys, there is definitely something going on with when you get them them signs that you're a chosen one, right? That and people, what they called, um, what there's a word for them in the Bible, peaking toms, would it not peaking toms? Something souls. I think you might know what I'm talking about. Surveilling souls, whatever. But it's basically people who watch other people. The lives are that boring that they fascinate over other people, and it's honestly, guys, that is such a weird trait to have. And obviously, these gang stalkers, they are like just absolutely riddled with that trait, right? And it says a lot about you. That I think if you pay so much attention to other people, it tells a lot about who you are as a person. You've you've not got much going on. B, you're obviously not very rooted in your identity. C, you don't really respect people's values because yeah, these gang stalkers just are horrendous people. They don't care about values or anything like that. They just target completely innocent people for absolutely no reason but to play games with them, and to torture them basically. But the they tend to hate you, right? The gang stalkers tend to hate these target individuals, and you can see it. Like when you look at them, they'll snarl, or it's something that they can't hide. It's an involuntary action. They're not just trying to let you know it's genuine. They really hate you. And I'm thinking, well, there must be something that is threatened. They must be. They must feel threatened. It must be something from fear because of all the things that 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 it could be, right? So that I've not done anything to these people. I've never you know I, I might have spoke out of turn, but that's just life. It happens. So these people think that I've really destroyed their lives, right? Or that's the way they're treating me, and all I've done is walked into a room sometimes, and people. It takes in it. People have gone to these far lengths to stalk me wherever I go, and tell people about me, random people about me, that things that aren't true, horrible things that I've apparently done, which I've not, and then so people, so I'm isolated, so people gang up on me, right? And that's what they want. These people, they want me to be isolated. Um, it's the classic. Have a look at it, guys. Gang stalking. What it is? There's a really good channel on YouTube called Stephanie the Seeker. She's great. She's seems like such a nice woman, and she'll explain it really well. But yeah, in terms of my topic of the video was chosen ones, right? So they this now this goes into the roots. I'm going really down into the roots here of why this may be happening, right? And if you are experiencing this, you do tend to see it more on a spiritual basis because there's not really many other explanations for it. How on earth could random people be so gullible and be manipulated so easily? to without some form of, spiritual kind of effect in there, because these people are just everyday, like old women, old men, and they don't decide to question, well, is it true? These rumors, like, how do you know? Because some people just must be randomly going up to them. Somebody who's encountered me, I've had a conversation with them. They go right up to me and explain this. He's done a paedophile, whatever. He's a monster, and they've just not questioned it. This is some random person. So if people are that gullible and that open to manipulation, that they believe that this is the whole civilization, that they believe these random people, there must be some form of, it's either exposing the human spirit for what it really is. It's either that, as in people are a lot more evil than we once first thought, or there's some sort of spiritual connection there, because to try and destroy somebody's life, it's not just something that somebody does. There's got to be a very strong motive there. And this is what I say with chosen ones. A lot of people react very, like I said about before, either thumbs up or thumbs down. There's no in between. So if people are acting like this, there must be a strong stimulus there. That must have really scared these people, because anger comes from fear, doesn't it? So it's to show me that they're angry with me. They must see me as a threat, and I'm a kind person. I give money to the homeless. I try and help people as best as I can. If I see somebody struggling, I'll help them. I've got a good heart, and I don't go around causing trouble either. But it got that bad the other day that 4 guys tried to jump me after work because I am the way I am. I've not done anything. I mean, there's people. This is what I mean with gangstalking. That what you'll do is you'll get people trying to wind you up all the time, right? So then when you have a reaction to them, they can turn around and point at the finger at you, say, "You look at him, he's crazy." It was standard reaction, guys, from this one bloke, and yeah, they got 4 of them decided to gang stalkers, by the way. There's all in it, and I know this from the repeated stimulus. He's either coughing or he's whistling to try and let me know that we're the ones, we're following you, haha, in your face. It's like that, that I'm constantly being on the watch, and it's just crazy. I mean, why on earth? It's just, there's no explanation for it, at all. I'm quite a strong person, so it doesn't really affect me that much. I put my headphones in when I go into the shop. They'll do all sorts of petty little things, like they'll have guys, I'll see at the same bike going past me up and down, time and time again, or anything they can do to try and get a response from me, give me an emotional response, but I never give them a reaction, because that's what they want, and it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. But if you are going through this, guys, you are most probably a chosen one. You don't realise the strength that you have in you. You don't forget, guys, if you're a victim of this, you must have really got under somebody's skin. And from my feeling, if you're anything like me, you're a decent person who's going about the world trying to do the best that they can. And that's exactly what these people want. They want your they want to suck that from you, basically, because the lengths that they go to, these people, as well, is just, it's a clear message that you have something inside you, guys. You have a lot of potential, and obviously you don't know it because you're the one it's like if you have it's like if you've lost a load of weight. You can't really see that weight. You don't wake up and think, wow, look at me, I've gone really skinny, because you look at yourself every day. And it's the same concept. Like, we don't know what we've got inside us because we don't know any different way to be. But what you've got, guys, if you're going through this, you've most probably got a true soul who offends people who are demonic, people who live on the dark side of life. You know, they're insecure, they're ruled by fear. The decisions are ruled by fear. The cowards, because gangstalkers are cowards, guys, down to the core. I mean, look at what they're doing. Thousands of people on one person. It's just so cowardly. And you know, that's you've. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been through a lot of stuff in the past, and I'm still here. Do you know what I mean? I'm still thriving, and I'm gifted. I can't really explain it, but I'm not narcissistic. No, not a little bit in certain things. I'm quite selfish sometimes, but I'm not nowhere near a narcissist. And I feel like I've got something to give this world. I'm an asset to it instead of a hindrance. And these people who are after you are hindrances, guys. The complete lowlives. They are the criminals, basically, at the end of the day, is what they're doing. They're taking part in a crime. And the truth always gets unearthed in the end, no matter how long it takes, no matter, you know, how much time span there is in it. The truth always comes out in the end. It's a long-known universal law. And so they will get caught eventually. They will. They'll get caught because if you're proper, authentic TI, right, targeted individual, the police will be in on it. Some of them, sorry, not all of them, but everywhere you go, people will be in on it, and you just don't know. You don't know where they're coming from, these attacks, and but it's not the whole police. It's just certain individuals in the police who are corrupt, and it's certain people in these shops and places that are corrupt. It's certain, do you know what I mean? Not every single person will go along with this, but unfortunately, it seems like the majority do. So you're also seeing the truth. You're seeing reality as unfiltered. You've not got them rose-tinted glasses on anymore, right? You're seeing things as they are, and that's such a lucky thing to have, to see things the way they really are. Because isn't that what we all want, really? We just want the truth. What we want, we want to see things as they are. And unfortunately, this is the world we live in, guys. Now, it doesn't mean everybody's evil, because it's not like that. It's just, there's obviously been a very coordinated and organised effort to dismantle you, basically, for the reasons I've explained. Because there's something about you. Do you know what I mean? It can be that. I think sometimes targets get they've done something sometimes to somebody, or they might be a whistleblower or whatever. You know, they might know something that the authority or whatever, somebody who's got a bit of power that he doesn't want you to tell. So it's a way of keeping you quiet. But in my case, guys, no, I've not. I know F all. I've done F all. I've just been unfortunate enough to meet some horrible people in my life, really just horrible, who I see straight away, because you, as a chosen one, that's another thing, you'll have discernment, right? So you'll be able to see somebody for who they are, behind the act that they're putting. You'll be able to see them, and that's a gift I've always had. It's the eyes for me. The eyes on somebody tell 1,000 words, and I just stay away from them. And they might see that as a threat. They might see that as, because I think these people are typically quite narcissistic, right? And narcissists, the ultimate number one fear is getting rejected and getting abandoned. And unfortunately, you're giving them that fear you're handing it to them straight away. Because they know they're not stupid. They know when you don't want anything to do with them. And to them, it's a narcissistic injury, that. and having a narcissistic injury for a narcissist is enough to warrant something like this. So yeah, I've gone on for 25 minutes now, so I'm going to end it there. But guys, if you get anything from this, just there's a lot of other tagging individuals out there. We need to come together because it's our only hope. And give me a message in the comments or whatever if you want me to, if you want to get together and have a chat. Because if you're going through something similar, and we can get hope, because we in strength there is numbers. With numbers there's strength. So yeah, you're not alone, guys, and you're not crazy as well. And stay strong, yeah.